Sometimes it's just the little things that makes all the difference. These are some of the items we picked up in Ikea that just made all the difference for us in terms of organization. Welcome to this Trini Will. I'm Keisha, and in today's video I'll be sharing some of the little things that just make all the difference in an apartment in terms of storage, or just makes life just a little bit easier. So first, these are some motion sensor lights that I received from ASOKO home to test, and let's just say I really love the motion sensor feature because sometimes you just don't want to put on the lights, or to get to the light it's still dark, so this sensor will detect that you're there and then put it on. But if you're interested in finding out more about the light, I'll link the video where I did a description, or I tested out the lights so you can get more information. But for now, let's get into the things I got from Ikea. The first item was this Vescan bathroom shelf. It's 37 by 23 by 101 centimeters. It has 4 shelves, and it was perfect for our bathroom space since we needed some more storage, and it was about €11. This is how it came, and as you know, with everything with Ikea, you have to build it yourself. So basically the 4 shelves, the columns, if you call it that, as well as the feet, which were the legs, and it was pretty easy to put together. Ikea being Ikea, they still give you the little booklet with the Ikea man showing you how to put it together. Now, the only difficult thing that would seem kind of confusing is that the legs don't snap in. It's not until that you put in the first column that it stays steady. So we were a little confused as to why it was so loose, but we realized that once we put in the first shelf, I guess, the columns for the first shelf, it locks it into place. So that's what we kind of show in there. Yes, this Ikea book always comes in handy. So yeah, this is the point we realize that once you put in that first column, it locks the bottom piece into place. After that, it's pretty easy, and again with Ikea, most things are always customizable and configurable to your own needs. So if you want to add another shelf, you can purchase another and just add it to the top. The top has a cap to cap it off, so if you're not going to be attaching something else, you just cap it off and that's it. If you want to add, you can add something else. And for us, we thought that plastic would be perfect for the bathroom. The other shelf that we were looking at was bamboo, and we don't think that bamboo does too well with water. So this is easy to clean and water is not going to affect it. So those are the caps to just cap it off. And this is the end result: laundry and shower stuff. Next, we have the Clashman mattress topper. I say mattress topper, but it's a couch topper because we have one of the couches that turns into a bed. But just to make it a bit more comfortable for our guests, we said we would get the topper so that they would not feel the section in between the chairs. And it was pretty easy. This was €70, and this is about just over a twin size bed. It can fit 2 adults comfortably with some extra room for maybe a kid. We are on the larger side. So 2 adults comfortably, and I would say it was very comfortable. So we're just enjoying it, seeing if it's comfortable, and well, I fell asleep. But the other part that we got for it was also the Clashman, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's basically a cover for it because of course you would need somewhere to store it. In a small apartment, there is not a lot of space we can store something like this. So basically you fold it up and it turns into like a back piece for the chair, and it blends in seamlessly. So here we are folding it up based on the instructions and then putting it into the case, which was €30. Also, the topper, you can remove the cover and wash it, and well, of course, for this case you can also wash it as well. Take some stuff in, but we got it in, and this is it on the chair. It just looks like it's a cushion that's supposed to be there. No one would ever know. And lastly, we have the Viera shelf dividers to help with kitchen organization in our cupboards, and it did help a lot, as you can see with the before and afters. Now, these shelves themselves are pretty easy to build. The only thing is that the screws are so small that it's quite sometimes annoying if you're using the wrong screwdriver. So my advice is to use a big screwdriver so you get proper grip. So for our bottom cupboard, which is the bigger shelf, we use the bigger shelf which is the 46 by 29 by 16 centimeters, and this was about €8. We also purchased the Viera storage boxes, and those were €4 each. And look at this organization. You cannot go wrong at all. It made it look so much better. Of course, you have to move it around until you feel comfortable, but this was it. Then for our top shelf, we used one of these smaller shelf dividers, and this was the 32 by 13 by 16 centimeter, which was about €5. And this really helped with our spices. So the last time we went to Ikea, we only purchased one just to see how it would work, and this time we realized that we needed like two well, three more, two for the top shelf and one for this bottom shelf, so that we will have two. Unfortunately, we realized that our spices would not fit under, but we came up with a solution. Who's gonna know? Who's gonna know? We came up with a solution. So we had some cardboard, of course, from unboxing all of those things. So we just made it higher by attaching it to the bottom, and basically, really, who's gonna know? You're not gonna see it with everything in the cupboard. So once we put that in, the spice rack was able to fit underneath and turn smoothly. So for this bottom shelf, everything fits perfectly. I was so happy with it. It just works. Although I love to organize so that things are aesthetically pleasing, I also like to organize in terms of functionality. So things I'll be using the most in front, things not so much in the back. But after organizing, I realized, wait, it's not given, it's not looking cute. It's because I had all these spices all over the place and really not in order. So once I took it down and put it back in a more, pleasing manner, also the way that I would use it, the spices that I use most often grouped together, based on type also grouped together. Look at this. It made all the difference. And of course, those lame bottles will be to the back, but we have it how we need it, the way that it makes sense. Look at this. It looks so much better now. Anyway, moving on to the top shelf. Onto the top shelf, again using the Viera shelf divider in 32 by 13 by 16 centimeter, which was €5. And for this cupboard, we noticed that this board on top was a little shorter, but we were still getting it to fit. So we worked with that. Some of the items were a bit too tall, figured it out, but it really helps keep things divided. You don't have to be shifting around things too much when you're looking to find it or when you want to get it. So I would say if you have a small space, things are jumbled in the cupboard, this is perfect. We needed something to organize our baking goods, so we just ran down quickly to the variety store to get this little cubby just to put everything in so that it would be together, and everything fit perfectly and it works perfectly. So we were really happy with our purchases from Ikea. It just makes everything look better, makes you feel a lot better about the space. So easy, simple, affordable home organization. Ikea, especially if you can have it shipped to you without paying importation fees, it is so convenient and so much cheaper than some of the other options that you have, because we've been looking on Amazon for some options and it's always expensive. Although Amazon in Europe, things are way more expensive for no reason than things on the Amazon US store. But tell me, what do you think? We were really happy, really happy with our purchases. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.